Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing Deathgarden closed beta 2018. Now the beta started some time ago, I think on the 18th and ends on the 26th. But today we're playing a game as the Hunter, which is one of the main characters in the game. Now, this game is from the developers of Dead by Daylight, and if you guys are familiar with Dead by Daylight, you'll know that there are a lot of different killers. Now, I'm not sure if there are going to be different types of hunters or different types of specialists. In this game, there's not a lot that's out about it as yet, but currently now there's only one hunter on the closed beta, and I think if I make an educated guess, if I make an assumption, I think there will be other hunters with different powers, different special abilities. There are a few weapons for the hunter that we can use, such as the turrets, the landmines, and a pulse that allows you to see runners that are nearby. Now, I don't really have a lot of issues with the game as in for runners, but I think for hunters, there's a lot that's been getting under my skin. Now, for this gameplay video, we're just going to be looking at how to actually dominate the map as the hunter and how to get wins. Now, it took me a lot to understand what was going on with the game and how to actually prevent the runners from getting point A, B, and C. A lot of the times, a runner will just be a distraction, and then their teammates will be trying to capture a point. Now, to dominate the game as a hunter, the only thing, well, I'm not going to say the only thing, but two of the things that you really need to take into consideration is controlling items on the map. So that's denying ammo, collecting ammo, and gaining the upgrades as they come back up. Another thing about map control is just making sure that you're going back and forth throughout the map. It's something similar to Dead by Daylight when you control the generators, but it's just making sure that you control the map, making sure that you gain all of the upgrades. I think it was this game, somewhere throughout this game, after collecting all of the upgrades, it was actually to a point where the narrator in the game, which is a female voice, started saying that the hunter reached max upgrades or max power. So you really need to try and ensure that you get all those upgrades. You make sure that you're controlling the map, running back and forth. And as you can see here, you need to make sure that you ensure that you get the executions when the blood post is full. Now, what happens if someone saves someone when the blood post is full is that drains, and then you have to kill 3 more runners to get a chance of getting an execution. Now, that's one of the things that really annoys me, because first of all, these guys have the most ridiculous acrobatic skills I've ever seen in the game. The hunter is big and he's slow, so trying to catch up with them and getting a shot off. As you can see, I'm not even using my assault rifle because I just want my shotgun shots to stick and land. So it's really hard to get hits off of them. Like, watch this guy, he's just going back and forth. When they start hitting you with those arrows, you'll literally just want to rage quit. So you need to make sure that you're controlling the map, you're running back and forth, denying health, denying upgrades, denying the golden crate. Now, that's another point. The golden crate in the open beta doesn't do much. It just gives you unlimited stamina and special ability power up for about 30 seconds. Now, I think the golden crate will have different benefits when the full game comes out. I'm not entirely sure when the full game comes out, but I'm really interested to see what they do with the golden crate and how they go with the golden crate, because I think it's a factor that can actually change the game for the runner or the hunter. Now, what you also need to be mindful for is runners hiding in hidden spots. Like in this clip here, you can see a runner just hiding and like trying to make sure that the hunter doesn't see him. Now, you need to be careful with these spots because hunters are very tricky. The grass in this game as well, you can literally be surrounded by hunters and you would not even know if you don't take your time to scout the area properly. Sometimes just placing a turret down would actually give away a runner's location. So you need to be very mindful of where they can hide in this game and how easy it is. You can miss them from the corner of your eye when they're just in hidden spots. Another point is to make sure that you always go for the stun. Whenever you find a runner that's close enough to you, go for the stun. You can easily get 2 shotgun blasts maybe a third one on the chase and get that instant kill. Now, I don't think I got it in this one. Gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, I lost her on this one, but you need to make sure that you go for the stuns. I wanted to go for the golden crate again, but yeah, you need to make sure that you go for the stuns and you
Hunter has activated the golden crate.
And you get the shots off that you need. There again, as soon as the runner's is close enough to your hunter, you need to go for the stuns and make sure that you can get those shots off as quick as possible, because they won't give you a lot of chances to get them down. So it worked on that one. That was just a quick stun and then 2 shotgun shots. Now, that works really well if you're dominating the map and you're making sure that health is hard to find. So I literally just went straight to the health point and took that away from them to make sure that if they're around that point, then health would be an issue. It also kind of scares them and intimidates them to not want to work around that point. So I took the health away from point B and point A, so I know I won't have to worry about those points for a few. So now I'm making my way to point C, and I'm gonna take this health off as well. Oh, well, thought I was gonna take that one to get the upgrade. But to make sure that they're reluctant to work on certain points. I thought I saw someone. But yeah, it makes them reluctant to work on certain points, knowing that chances of finding health around are scarce. Now, you can see that I am still dominating, taking away health, and denying them the upgrades that they need to make their weapons stronger. Now, you can hear the narrator saying that the hunter's at max power. So I think basically through the games that I've played, whenever my hunter has maxed out, I usually win the game. There's only been like 2 or 3 games that my hunter's been maxed out, and maybe I think it's a group of friends that were just really well coordinated that would not give me a chance to win at all. They would be at like all 3 points at the same exact time, and that is like the worst thing within this game. Also, something that the runners like to do is just to like bounce around the posts. I think the design of the points is very tricky to deal with, because if you can see, they're like towers, and depending on what side of the tower the runner stands on, it's very hard to get a shot off, even from far away or with the sniper rifle, which is why I don't use the sniper rifle as often as I would like to in this game. I know it's a very powerful weapon for the hunter, but it just doesn't work for me. And they would bounce around the tower, or be right on top of the tower, so if you're too close, you can't get a shot. And if you're too far away and they're on the other side, you still can't get a shot. So it's very... Now, this right here is almost an easy kill every single time. What you do is you try to get the runners into the corridors where they can't really move around much. Kind of makes it an easy shot. Now, I missed every single shot ridiculously, but that is the aim of what you should try to do. Get them in tight, closed spaces, and sometimes it helps to not run so close to the runners. Give them some space ahead of you so you can try and get your shot off. Because what happens is when they get to open areas where they can jump around and actually use their skills, they're extremely hard to pick off, especially when they can hide. So as you can see here, as soon as she got away from the corridors and from the hallways, she was able to get away, start using those skills, start getting shots off with her arrows, and I think I managed to get her down. I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you can see, she's really scrambling, trying to find some help or area to hide. But someone started working on point C, and I did not want to let this game go just for the video, so I just went back there, protected it for a bit. So what you should try to do is get them into these corridor areas, and it makes it a lot easier to get shots off at them. Let's see if I can down this one. You can see, and another thing is the wall climb as well. The hunter has to go around, so it gives them some time to get away and find somewhere to hide. I think he was coming back up there. But yeah, as you can see, I lost him there just with that wall running trick. Someone's at point B, so I'm just gonna head over there and try and stop that point from being taken. When you play as the hunter, it's literally just running back and forth continuously, protecting the points, because it's you alone against 5 runners, and if they are well coordinated, I think 5 is a bit much. I think if it was 4, it'd be balanced out a bit, but It's you alone against against 5 runners, and you have to be
Hunter has activated
at
the
each
golden
point
crate.
consecutively as soon as it starts to be captured. Now imagine if they're well coordinated, all of them could be at a point at the same time, and they would easily win the game. I've seen a lot of games where runners have just won by being well coordinated and using teamwork. And I think that's all you need to know really to win as the hunter. You just need to make sure that you dominate the map, get those execution kills. Do not let anyone get saved from the blood post, because that puts you down a whole lot. I think this was the last runner I had to execute for the game to be over. So I just ran over to a point, ran over to the blood post and put some turrets down to protect it to make sure, because I knew at this point they were 1 kill away and they still had like a few points to get, so they were really trying to save that last person from being executed. So you need to make sure that you protect the execution at all costs, or this could have literally lost me the game because I was getting really fed up. This game took about 35 minutes, by the way. Like some of the games in Deathgarden stretch off for a long period of time. And even though I was getting stunned, I just went for the execution anyway to try and get the game done as quick as possible. So that's all you need to know about the hunter: dominating the map, denying health, getting upgrades, and that will get you the wins that you want in Deathgarden. My name is Brian on Island. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, leave a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.